Philadelphia Eagles put real belt to ass to the Commanders. They put 55 points on them in a playoff game. Jaden Daniels played well. 29 completions, 255 yards, touchdown and an interception. Jalen Hurts, 20 completions, 246 yards and a touchdown. But that damn Saquon Barkley. Hey Giants, I hope nothing good happens to you. I hope nothing good happens. I don't know what y'all were thinking. I don't understand why you didn't think a running back of that caliber was worth that price tag. But for 18, 19 weeks in a row, he's shown you that he might be worth more. And yesterday was no different, man. Yesterday was no different. I mean, anytime a team scores 7 touchdowns on the ground on you, you talk about demoralizing. God damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, same thing as the Ravens. Well, that was but once you turn the ball, once you fumble the ball, it's not.
Yeah.
You can't win. You can't keep fumbling the ball. I think Jaden Daniels played well. I think they would have played better, but once they start fumbling on kickoffs and doing all that, you can't overcome that. You can't overcome that. But not on the road, not in the NFC Championship game on the road against a team like that. That's going to do everything to take advantage. That Eagles roster is just crazy, especially defensively. Like to get Jalen Carter when he did, and then like them boys are dogs up front, man. And to lose, they lost. What's the name got hurt, and they missed the beat.
Brandon Graham, yeah, no, it didn't matter.
No, they ain't gonna be back for the Super Bowl possibly.
Oh, N'Kobe.
Yeah, they lost N'Kobe. They ain't missed a beat, man. They plug and play. Jalen played better. Like you said, your team doing well when your diva wide receivers, AJ, they ain't complaining. They just going with the flow, especially when they know it's a running team. So I look forward to the matchup with the Chiefs. But yeah, the Commanders will be fine. They before that time, nobody expect them to be here. Yeah. Jaden Daniels, he's gonna be a great quarterback. They definitely got to prove that roster defensively. But yeah, you can't put the ball. You put the ball on the ground in the playoffs, you're going to lose. Like we've seen it over and over and over again. That's what
happened. Yeah, exactly. In the playoffs, it's a more of a mental game than anything else, and it's about who's going to execute better and more often. And obviously, the younger team kind of showed themselves yesterday. And it's another situation where you expect the veteran to be the most trustworthy, to be the safety valve, to be the people that you can give the ball to in a tough moment. And you get a ball to Eckler, and he's just, doing things that kind of are uncharacteristic, as far as the time and the place. And I think that Eckler fumble was kind of the coffin, you know what I mean? As far as the Commanders are concerned, they're ahead of the schedule. So future is bright for them. They can actually use this season as a proof of concept and use this to build. And I think going forward, it's going to be scary because, this rookie season of his led to an NFC Championship appearance. Imagine when they actually start to say, you know what, all right, we have an NFC Championship caliber team. Let's put NFC Championship caliber resources into this thing and speed up this rebuilding process. We'll see how that goes, but it is the future is very, very, very bright for them. And the Eagles are, I just think Howie's a better GM than Eric.
He everybody.
Yeah, but again, I talked about in the summer, I wasn't upset that we got Derrick Henry. I just preferred Saquon. With the Saquon, you have a home run hitter. Not saying Derrick Henry isn't a home run hitter, but that's what Saquon was doing ever since Penn State. Those 67-yard runs were the runs he wasn't breaking out in New York, which is why New York kind of was like, for us, are you worth this money? For 30 other teams in the league, you probably are. We're the Giants, so we suck ass. Are you worth this money to us? You stack boxes. We got Daniel Jones. But when you get him on a regular team, not the piece of shit Giants, but a regular team, you see that he's breaking 70-yard runs with regularity, and it's kind of demoralizing each time he does it. And you don't have to take him off the field on third down. Great in pass protection, great receiver, and the IQ is there. So I kind of wanted him more than a Saquon. More than a Derrick, just because I was just envisioning if Lamar and Derrick is like this, imagine a nigga that don't got to come off the field. the versatility, in the play calling would be different. So missed opportunity there, but Howie, he was on point, and he seems to get the great rookies that fall. He seems to get extra first round picks so he can have more stabs at talented elite players. He brings in the malcontents from other teams, and somehow, some way, they're usually able to get down with the program that the Eagles have and contribute in some way. So, I mean, they got a system over there, and I'm really hoping Mahomes wins, because if Jalen Hurts wins, what does that say about Lamar? And what conversations does that create? You got a 3-time MVP on one side, and you got the other dude who plays a similar brand of football who's actually won a Super Bowl. It gets interesting if Jalen wins. So I don't know, man. We'll see.
Not only that, you talk about not coming off the field. That last drive last week, Justice Hill was in the game. And Justice tough, but it's different if that's Saquon. Like, Derrick Henry's not even on the field the last drive, the most important drive of the game last week, until the 2-point conversion. But just to piggyback on the Eagles and Howie, I mean, you draft well. You go and you draft a Quinion Mitchell, you get the Cooper DeJeans. You draft well, and in addition to bringing in high quality, high level players. And so when you do that at a high clip, it's gonna be tough to beat, man.
Yo, and I look at coaching, because Bond was a fucking special teams guy, and he's a first team All Pro linebacker this year, because Vic Fangio said, "Yo, you need to be my middle linebacker," and we went and spent $50 million for Patrick Queen, who can't get motherfuckers a line. And I'm trying to figure out, it's got to be coaching, because that dude was a career special teams guy in year 1 with Vic Fangio.
Development matters, man. Development matters. It's just as big as drafting them. No matter if you still got to develop them.
Yeah, like these playoffs are just like the philosophy that we want to do.
Like, they got some dogs, man.
Yeah, the philosophy that we want to do with the run first, and you see Baltimore run first, you see Philly run first, and it's like you can accomplish that and get high places. You just have to be good at it, and
they commit to it though. They really commit to it though.
Like,
they commit to it when it's money time.
And y'all commit, more than y'all, but still, even seeing the brand of football that y'all play and knowing that that's what we want to do, and like we got the attempts and like the per yards, is just, it's frustrating seeing these teams in 2025 and knowing that.
Well, y'all got Russell Wilson too. Y'all shouldn't,
and that's the problem too.
You shouldn't even be in the conversation.
No, that's the problem though. Like, that's the problem. Like,
that's the problem.
Got to find a fucking quarterback. And to talk about what my owner said real quick. It's not a coaching thing. It's a quarterback thing. Coach is not going to change. Y'all just better hope that Omar and Mike Tomlin can find a quarterback. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Listen, how does Miami Dolphins, how do those players feel? Because they were talking a lot of shit about Vic Fangio. I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised. That defense didn't perform well this year. And Vic Fangio is he's one of the best defensive minds in the league. Like, this whole change back to the running backs and away from the passing game was ushered in because he architected the defenses, the modern defenses that were like the too high shit. That was Vic's shit, and everybody stole from Vic, or emulated Vic, I should say. And you know what I mean? Like, he's the architect of that shit, though. And you let him go, right? You do all this social media stuff, and then now he's right back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
With the number one defense.
That defense last year was all names with nothing behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pretty much outside of a couple of additions here and your rookies, like the front was still the same, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Slade was still there. Blankenship is still there. Like, you just add. Look, I profiled Kenyon Mitchell. I wanted us to draft. Like, he was that guy. Cooper DeJean didn't look like just your regular white cornerback. Like, he can ball. So you put him with good defensive coaching. And I like the fact that Vic is almost 70 and he knows how to adapt. He's not stuck in, look, I did this in 2003 and he
don't want to be a head coach. That's my favorite type of coordinator. I love
him and Spags.
That's gonna be a hell of a defensive battle.
Oh my God!
Listen, I love me a coordinator that don't got ambition.
Just want to be a coordinator.
Monkey,
ain't
you
got
my
no
guy.
ambition. You ain't got no Wale in you. Cool. I like that. You stay just where you are. I just keep getting raises. You keep doing that. I'm gonna keep paying you. I'm gonna make it worth your while. But you heard Chris Jones say, y'all, this y'all fault. Y'all don't want to hire Spags as a head coach, then we always gonna be here. Same thing with Vic. Vic ain't going nowhere.
Did he really say that? That's a hard quote.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It's the truth.
I mean, salute to Philly, man. So that's how you show dominance to an inferior team, and I know it felt good because it's a division rival.
Yo, they able to do this, and Jalen Hurts ain't even out there doing nothing. Like my quarterback be out there being great, be doing the superhuman.
Tom was criticizing,
but that's why it's so frustrating watching Philly. For me, because I see it. Like, that's the big picture. Just do enough. Play defense, run the ball. You make 20 passes out of 28 attempts and don't turn the ball over.
Who are you talking about?
Why is that frustrating for you, though?
Because I see it, because it works. If you see it
for
work,
your vision, for your team,
see it work. Because you see it work. Like,
y'all gotta get y'all roster. Y'all gotta get y'all roster together, dog.
You say get your roster.
They got somebody from Philly.
They got 3 All Pros in the offensive.
Don't put y'all and the Eagles in the same sentence.
We took somebody, but y'all missing what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying.
I don't.
The blueprint is there. Well, I don't give a fuck what you get. Right? Like, I'm not really here. Yo, Keith don't understand me. Damn, dog, I'm hurt. Look, I see the blueprint. It's not like I'm asking for, yo, let's do what Baltimore's doing, and all we need is a Lamar Jackson. Nah, I ain't saying that. You could go find a Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. You can find a Jalen Hurts.
Y'all could have had a Jalen Hurts.
You don't think Justin? You don't think Justin can be Jalen Hurts?
He got picked like 6 picks later. Y'all took Chase Claypool.
Nah.
Come on, you talking about you?
If y'all don't, I wanted Jalen Hurts. But again, I'm not in the war room with them.
Not Chase.
I'm not in the war room with them. I don't even know where Chase at. Chase probably at Drake Embassy somewhere. I don't know.
Even in the CFL. Like, I thought he was gonna be in the CFL.
Nah, he's probably with Drake at the embassy, chilling. I don't know where he at in Canada. But all I know is that you can attain that. But yo, because Jalen good, but yo, Jalen gets slandered for not doing enough, and his team wins.
I'll just speaking of Jalen, I was about to say y'all better get Jalen Milroe.
Nah, he a Raven fan.
I know.
I saw that. I hope that's enough to say, you know what, we can't have that here.
We're gonna put him at punt return, nigga. Yeah.
We getting Jackson Dart. I know who we getting. I already know who we getting. Jackson Dart. And I'm gonna be in here on my Kenny Pickett shit. I'm gonna be in here on my Kenny Pickett shit. Go Jackson Dart. Yeah, like I already know.
He ain't gonna do nothing against the league. Throw a bunch of picks.
Yo, dog, that's what the plan was. They said, look, it basically sound like we gonna sign Justin for 2 years. We gonna draft a mid-round quarterback this year, throw a dart at the wall. And then next year, when the draft class is better, take a shot at it then.
When does Archie come out? Y'all need to tank for Archie. Yeah, y'all gotta do
that. Ain't no tanking. And the thing is, when you see teams, it's like, yo, Kansas City didn't have to tank. You just gotta be aggressive in the draft and pick well.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to tank and lose. Like, Kansas City went from 27-10 to get Mahomes, and the rest was history. You just gotta be aggressive and know who you want. You ain't really gotta go out and lose a bunch of games, because you can lose a bunch of games and be Cleveland and get it wrong every year. But moving on to Kansas City, that boy, I think they need to rechange the AFC Championship name eventually to the Patrick Mahomes game, because he's never not been there. That boy's resume. I will talk about the game.
I want to be a Chiefs fan one day.
Yo, dog. And I hate the narrative.
Today.
Yeah, I see you. And if I didn't see that terp on Keys hat, I'm thinking, all right, I see where y'all going.
Almost wore my Jalen Hurts jersey, but I
damn, that's what y'all doing? That's crazy.
Nah, I'm geeking out.
You got Jalen Hurts jersey? Why do you have it? Nah, you got Jalen Hurts. I believe you.
What's worse, a Jalen Hurts jersey or Tomlinson jersey?
Nigga, One's a Hall of Famer. You tell me. One's the greatest to ever. One is one of the greatest to ever do it. And then you got
so
Jalen.
you did have
Top
so you
five.
did have that in the Sean Merriman there.
Nah, I never had Sean Merriman. Never.
I guess
Man, we gotta get Phil on the show, man. Phil,
No,
you
we
gotta-
don't. No, we don't. And they still owe me money. You're gonna have to pay an entry fee. You get on my Wi-Fi. You're gonna need an entry fee.
Yeah, Phil.
It's my man.